And for a nigga to make you change like that. I didn't even change. My mom made me change. What do you mean? You literally chose a guy over me. I asked you to block. Bro, you keep talking about he chose you. I'm talking about my mom. I'm not talking about the guy. I don't care who he chose. I'm not worried about who he chose. I'm talking about you. I didn't care who he chose. You chose him, basically. If I chose him, he'll be I ain't choose that motherfucker. If I chose him, he would be here today. I never chose him. And he know that shit. That's why he went to you. He went to you because I said I didn't want his ass. That's why he went to you. And when I found out he was with you, I said, you stupid for doing that. He said, I told him in his face I would never do that. And you went right on running the back saying, and you got to throw in my face, you're mad because I told him. I didn't even say because you literally said, because you said if I wanted to mess around, but who says that? Who says that? Alright, I'm gonna do part one. My eyes is a little sensitive to light, so that's why I stayed in. This my
Hey y'all, it's your girl Miss B, and you are now entering the Babe Cave, and we are doing a reaction video to a young 19-year-old woman that had a boyfriend and was kicked out for exposing the fact that her boyfriend was trying to talk to her mother. So we gonna listen, and we gonna react at the same damn time. Please make sure you are liking this video before you even come into the room. I greatly appreciate all my subscribers. Um, yeah, let's get right into it. Let me put my nighttime background on this thing.
most of the videos because I think I barely had space on my phone. So to start off, me and this guy worked together. Me and this guy worked together. We were talking and stuff like that. We kissed. We did all that, blah blah. My mom knew about it because I would be on the phone with the guy while she was in the car and stuff like that. My mom knew about it, and I would tell my mom that he was saying like he was saying
So Mama knew about it. Let's start there. She knew about it.
stuff to say stuff about her, and I'd be like, Mom thought it was iffy a little bit. She was like, do you think you like me or something like? And I thought it was iffy like that because I even questioned it. I was like, do you like my mom or something? Blah blah blah. He was like, no. If I liked your mom, I would go with your mom. That's what he said. All right. So me and him been talking for like months or whatever. We were talking for months, and then all of a sudden he tells me that he wants to put his dad on with my mom. His dad on with my mom, and I think that I'm not like what gives me heartbroken the most is because he did say some slick, and I was like, my mom would never do me like that. Blah blah blah. My mom would never do me like that. This is why I'm more hurt. But I'm not hurt on the fact, even after he talked to me and decided to go after my mom, I'm not hurt on that. I'm more hurt on the fact that I asked my mom to block him and he couldn't. So back to the story. Back to the story. So basically, we were talking and stuff like that. He said he wanted to put my mom on with his dad. So he asked to speak with my mom to talk about his dad and me. So my mom asked him, the motherly questions like you're supposed to ask, like, are you in school? Like, do you got a job? Have you ever been to jail? All types of stuff that a parent is supposed to ask, right? Well, that escalated real fast while I was in the room. He switched the conversation over to basically herself and talked to him sexually, asking more in deep questions that I don't think that should have been even asked in the first place. So as I'm listening to this and stuff like that, okay, I'm a little iffy about it, but I'm like, okay, well, my mom's letting me hear it, so I'm thinking we're on the same team, same page, whatever. So then after the conversation was done, it was hours. Like the max I say was 2 hours that we were talking. I was in the room. He was done speaking to my mom, and he was like, "I really like your mom's energy. Yeah, I definitely want to put your mom on with my dad and stuff like that." Me, I'm not really thinking nothing of it because it's like, okay, that's what you want to do, or well, that's what you want to do. Okay, well,
Right, right,
whatever.
right,
He
right,
asked
right,
for my
right,
mom's number. I ain't gonna lie, I was more iffy on giving the number up. I even asked my mom. I was like, "He asked for your number and stuff like that." And my mom was like, "That's up to you." And yeah, I was like, because he wants the dad to get your number, blah, blah, blah. I was a little iffy about it because I even let him know. I was like, I don't really know. He was like, look, if you want to do nothing, I just want her number to get to my dad, blah, blah, blah. So my dumb self, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of a little dumb for it. I gave it up. I did. When I gave up the number, we were on the phone. The next day that happened, he told me that his dad was calling him because he gave the number of His dad was calling him, blah, blah, blah. Find out that he was on the phone with my mom, and he told my mom that, oh, I don't want you to have my dad. I don't want you to have my dad, and stuff like that. My mom told me that's what he said.
What?
So whatever. So my mom let me use her car because I had to drive to school because I was in college and I had to go pick up my sister. So while I went and did that, I'm gonna go make part two for that. All right, this is part two. So, like I said, I was in the car driving to school, blah, blah, blah. My mom was communicating me back and forth, letting me know what he's saying and stuff like that. She calls my phone up and she was like, why? I don't know if this was entertaining to her a little bit, but yeah. She calls my phone like, why? This is what he's saying to me. He's saying this, he's saying that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay. Then I said, you know what? I'm blocking him. I'm blocking him. I'm blocking him. I had blocked him. My mom's like, no, don't block him because he's gonna call your phone, and if you block him, now he's gonna know that me and you was talking and basically was trying to set it up, like knowing what type of plan he was on. I'm like, okay,
Why would you be telling her not to block him to keep this bullshit going? That's strike one, bitch.
I blocked him. He called my phone. He was like, why you ain't answer? Blah blah blah. I was calling your phone. The reason why I answered is because he was blocked. So I was like, I was so heated. I was like, you know what? I said, do you like my mom or something? I said, I already know you like my mom or something like that. He was like, you're not even letting me talk. You're not even letting me talk to me. You're not even letting me talk. You let me explain. Blah blah blah. So
What
he
is
said,
there
you
to
know what? Yeah, I like your mom. He
fucking
hung up on me.
explain?
And then all of a sudden, I told my mom, I was like, I didn't even let him speak. I didn't want to hear it no more. Real talk, I really didn't want to hear it no more. So then my mom was like, hold on. He calls me up and told me most of that he was saying. Then she puts us on three way. We was on three way multiple times. I think we was on three way about four times, bro. So she puts us on three way. As we're on three way, me personally, I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. I'm going off getting mad as hell at him. So I'm screaming, yelling. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. He's like, you're not even letting me talk. My mom's like, why? Come on, calm down. Let him speak. Let him speak. My brother heard it. And I'm looking like, I'm confused on why you even want me to let him speak in the first place after what he just said. There's nothing you can really say to me, type shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. So whatever, yo. So that's what we were talking about. Blah blah blah. We got off the phone, and in my way, I'm still trying to figure out like what's going on here because like after I said I was gonna block him, I feel like that should have been the end of it. But just because they kept egging on and egging on and egging on and egging on, that was the whole situation. So I'm already heard about the situation. I called my uncle up, let my uncle know what was going on and stuff like that. Like I had been told my uncle about this person. That's the funny part because the person has the same name as my uncle. And I've been did tell my uncle about this person before all of this shenanigans went down. My uncle was like, anybody with his name, you kind of really need to stay away from type stuff, whatever, because, yeah, how he was. So, yeah, I'm more crying in the car because I'm like, damn, like, is this really what it is? Like, after all of this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, but like, I'm like, my mental's already getting grainly down because it's like, it's really like, damn, I, like, this is somebody, like, I'm supposed to trust, I trusted both of you. And I'm like, I already told this man my mom would never do me like that. So now it's already making it seem, because I did tell my auntie this too. I was like, I told this man that my mom would never do me like this, never do me like this. And now it's backfiring in my face, like, yes, she would. So I went to go pick up my sister. As I was done talking to my uncle, I drove to pick up my sister. I'm already heated in my head about the situation. Drove to pick up my sister. I waited on her. And after everything was done, said and done, I called my mom up and I was like, all right, after this is done, I said, can you block him? My mom was like, "Why?" I was like, "When you ask me to block
What do
somebody,
you
I
mean?
always do
Why?
it." Like, and then she was like, "Yeah, you're right." She thought about it. Yeah, you're right. She sent me a screenshot of her blocking him. In my heart, my body, and soul, I could not believe it. I felt in my body, heart, and soul that she went sent me a block screen and went back and unblocked him.
Yep.
That's how I felt.
That's
So I kept calling
exactly
her on the
what the
phone. I was
bitch
like,
did.
Mom, did you really block him? Blah, blah, blah. Like, did you, like, stuff like that. So after she blocked him, I called his phone. I was like, you can leave my mom alone, blah, blah, blah. We don't want you. She don't want you. She will never get to you. I don't know. In his head, he was iffy or lost his brain cells or something. I don't know. But he was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. So right then and there, I already knew. He was like, "What are you talking about?" He called my mom phones up, blah blah blah. I was like, "I heard everything that was said and stuff like that. You think you're slow? I heard everything you said. You're not none of that. You think my mom doesn't want you? My mom doesn't want you. She doesn't want you." I'm thinking me and my mom on the same page. Real shit, real shit. I'm thinking we're on the same page. And he
As
was
y'all
like,
should have
well, what are you
been.
talking? So he calls my mama, tells my mom everything that I was saying. Tells my mom everything that I was saying, like she don't want you to know. My mom calls my phone up. And she was like, duh, 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 duh. She was like, oh, why did you tell him that you was in the room? Blah, blah, blah. Right then and there, I already knew. But before that, before she even did that, she had called me. She was like, "White, I would never do you like that. You're my daughter. This and that." That escalated real fast because I had to get my uncle involved. And was like, "This is what she's doing." I asked her about it. She's not even doing it. My uncle called her. She called my phone talking about, "You're my daughter. I would never put a man before you." Blah blah blah. Whatever. So back to that, she calls my phone. She was like, "Why did you tell him that you were in the room? Why did you tell him?" I was like, "I thought he was supposed to be blocked."
Right.
She was like, well, he wanted me. He wants me now. He wants me. He don't want you. And I'm now I'm more her like, are you serious? I was like, what? Like he told me everything he told me. He's telling you the same thing. So why didn't you just block him? She's like, well, I'm grown. He wanted me, not you. I'm sorry. He don't want you. That's all she said to me. And I was hurt, like
This
really
some
down hurt,
sick
like
shit.
damn, like I thought we were supposed to be on the same team, but it really backfired that you really would do me like that. So we were going on and on and on and on it for days about this. And she just kept bringing it back in my face, talking about he don't want you and stuff like that. Then after like during the hurricane, I'm gonna make another. Yeah, in the argument, she was like, "Why would you go with somebody who wanted F your mom?" Yeah, because he was talking to me first, and then he decided to say he wanted my mom. That's why she was like, "Why would you? Why would you go with a guy that still say he wanted F on your mom?" That was the whole situation. I was still talking to the guy first. I asked my mom to block him. She did not block him. And then after like weeks, she blocked him. And then we were still talking. Me and the guy were still talking because we go to the same places. We work at the same place. We go to school at the same place. Like that's why we were still talking, and we do music together. That's why we were still in contact and stuff like that. And we already had did stuff. So yeah, I just didn't let my mom know certain stuff that had happened while we were together because like that wasn't her business. But then when she found out that we had sex, yeah, like I let her know because she found out and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it was like the principle is I don't care if you wanted my mom after me. It's the fact that I asked my mom to block him, and as my mom, I would think we would block him because he was talking to your daughter first. And yeah, that's what it
Right.
was. To be honest, yeah, you're right. I should have never gave it up, and I realized that, but I wasn't thinking nothing of it because he literally told me that he just wanted my mom's number so he can put my mom on with his dad, and that's all it was. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It happened. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I just want to clear the air up because a lot of people are confused on why my eyes like this. My mother did not hit me in the eye, and that is all I'm gonna say. But my mom was not the person that hit me in the eye at all. That had nothing to do with the situation we were talking about. My mom didn't hit me in the eye. First and foremost, this is not how that went down. Second of all, I was talking to the man first. He decided that he wants to talk to my mom because at first he told my mom, he told me that he wanted my mom's number to talk to my mom about me. My mom talked to him sexually, and that is the reason why he decided to talk to my mom in the first place. There's more to that story than just that. That's not why I was crying. And it wasn't even the fact that he chose my mom after he was talking to me. It's the principle that that's my mother, and you would still communicate with a nigga that was still trying to talk to your child in the first place. Because if I was a child, if I was a parent and that was my child, that nigga would have been cut the fuck off the first time he talked to my damn child. There wouldn't be no questions about it. Point blank period. Y'all,
Right.
the main reason I understand, I still love my mom to like down bad, even though she did me dirty. This is not like the first time she done did me dirty, but this is like the actual like the worst of the worst. I didn't got cops called on me, got picked out. Yes, because I do be sometimes I do be like drinking because my emotions like I can't express myself to my mother because she only cares about like it's never like you can express yourself. Like if it's not sitting right with her, it's not gonna sit right with her. Period. Like you can say how you feel all day, all night. If it doesn't sit right with her, it's not gonna sit right with her. At the end of the day, I still love my mom, even after all the bull crap, after all the stuff, after all the sending the cops on me, after kicking me out, putting me on the streets multiple times. I still love my mom down bad because the only thing I really wanted was a relationship with my mother because I do not have my father at all. My father committed, yeah, after he shot my mom, yeah, 9 times and stuff like that. Like I really, she doesn't even want me in the house anymore. She said she's gonna cut me off the insurance policy. She's gonna cut my phone off. There's a lot. Like I don't know what more could I take as a human being. I didn't try to off myself multiple times living in that household, and now it's just about time to go. Like it got to the point where yeah, I can't stay no more, and that's fine. My god sister came and got me. I would do a big story time, like when everything is down. But I'm gonna answer some of you guys' questions. Like literally, she didn't even check on my eye. Like that's what I really would thought. She came in the house and say, "Oh, your brother really did this to you." Blah blah blah. She asked my brother and he explained blah blah blah. Whatever. She didn't check on my eye. I'm trying to figure out how we go from my eye to a nigga that I left in 2024. Like that's what I'm not understanding. I left the person in 2024, and every argument we get, you bring him up. Like that's weird to me. My god sister came and got me yesterday. I still gotta pack all my stuff and stuff like that. A lot of my family members, some of my family members are really upset because I did post the video, blah blah blah. That they're actually sending threats, messages to me talking about, oh, you better take that video down and tell your mom any type stuff.
That is
No, it's
ridiculous.
deeper than what you guys really think. Like I
This
understand
is some
your mom
toxic
did go
shit,
through
and
a lot of growth. 9 years
a
ago,
lot of
you know,
families go
11
through
years
shit
ago,
like
my
this, and
dad
it's
did commit a
disgusting.
lot, you already know. And then he, after he, before he did that, he did pop out my mom 9 times. So I understand maybe she's still going through that. She literally said, I remind her of my father, blah, blah, blah. Me and my brother are the black sheep in the house. Yes, we are. Like, at the end of the day, it's really sad. Like, I wouldn't think my mom would do me like that, but at the end of the day, like, that's all she kept bringing up. Even though she did all that and I was still talking to the guy afterwards, we were still talking. I had cut him completely off and stuff like that. My mom continues to bring up this guy's name every argument we get. Every argument we get, she'll say, "Oh, he wanted to mess on your mom. He wanted to f on your mom. He wanted this and this and that." It's like she's really trying to one up on me, but we don't never have to be talking about this situation, or it could be any other situation. But she'll bring him up. Like this is sad. Like at the end of the day, like I even said in the video, I don't care who he chose. At the end of the day, I'm caring about who you chose. Okay, I'm gonna start answering some of y'all questions. No, we was not sleeping with the same man. I was talking to this guy first, and he decided that he wants to talk to my mom because he wanted to give his dad my mom's number. So all of a sudden, okay, I'm not thinking nothing of it. My dumb ass wasn't thinking nothing of it. Whatever. They get to talking, and they're supposed to be talking about me. Supposedly talking about me, but they're not talking about me. My mom switched the conversation to, sexual a little bit. She was talking to him like that, and he started to fall for that shit. I'm listening to every fucking thing they're saying, everything they are saying, every single thing they are saying. And then all of a sudden, he calls me and he was like, "Can I get your mom's number for my dad?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I thought about it and I was a little iffy on it. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. So he gets the number. Calls my mom. One time he telling me, "Oh, I'm gonna phone my dad." Blah blah blah. I'm gonna phone my dad. He was never on the phone with my dad. His dad. He was on the phone with my mother. He was on the phone with my mother. And then my mom puts us on three-way calls and stuff like that. She decides to put us on a three-way call, and she was like, "Tell him, tell." She was like, tell her, that you want me and that you don't want her." Blah blah blah. Tell her. I'm looking like, you know what? I'm yelling at him, going crazy, yelling at him, barely letting the man speak. And my mom was like, "Let him speak, let him speak, let him speak."
This whole story is dramatic, traumatizing, disgusting, ghetto trash, all in one. I don't understand how a mother can do some shit like that to her daughter, but I've seen it happen before in real life. Disgusting bitch.
And I'm looking like the flip. Like, why am I even letting him speak? And why are we even like? I feel like this was a little entertaining. At first, I was with it because the three-way and stuff like that, because I wanted to know like what the hell's going on. But I started thinking about it. It was like, why were you even talking to him sexually in the first place if you were only supposed to talk to him about me?
Right.
You guys, let me clear this up right now because clearly people are still getting it all wrong. My mom didn't sleep with the guy. I was the only one sleeping with this man. My mom didn't sleep with this guy. She was talking to the man after I asked her to block him, and she still proceeded to talk to him. It was more of a principle thing that I'm your child and I would expect you to block the person because
Right.
he was talking to your child first. If anything, if I was a mom, I would block.
Right.
You wouldn't even have to question or second guess that. It would already been done. That is what it was. We were not sleeping with the same person. She was just talking to the person that I was talking to. The reason why she kept saying he chose me and not you, blah blah blah, like I said, is because we were talking. Me and this guy were talking first. He decided that he wanted to talk to my mom about his dad, and my mom was going to talk to him about her child because he was 26 years old and I was 19. I just turned 20 last month. My birthday was last month. I just turned 20. I was 19 talking to a 26-year-old. Yeah. And we were talking and stuff like that. We were kissing and we did other stuff like that. And they were talking. He liked my mom's energy because how she was talking to him. Mind you, my mom is older, so when he's 26 and my mom is a little older than him, his mind is like messed up a little too because he's falling for whatever my mom's saying at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, we all know older people can get to you. As I clearly said, I was 19, he was 26. He was older than me. So they were talking. He was like, "I like my mom's energy. He really think my mom and his dad should get their own, blah blah blah, or they should talk even if he decides to make things go further, blah blah blah." Then all of a sudden, he hangs up on me. When I gave him the number, that was my fault. I did give him the number, my fault. Because I didn't think nothing of it. I'm only 19, y'all. I'm thinking, okay, he didn't like me. We've been talking for a little minute. I when I think he's gonna just jump over to my mom and think he's just gonna like my mom and stuff like that. Did not think that. So then we started talking to my mom. My mom was letting me know everything that he was saying. Like I said, I thought me and my mom was on the same page, like real deal on the same page. And she was letting me know everything he was saying, everything, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if this was entertaining or whatever, but at the end of the day, she was letting me know everything he was saying, putting me on three ways. I was cussing him out, going crazy. My mom was like, calm down, don't do that, blah, 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 and stuff like that. Like, I was literally heated, heated. So my mom was like, tell her who you want, tell her. And my mom was on the phone with me on three ways. She was like, tell him you want. He was like, I wasn't letting him talk at all. So he was like, you know what? He was like, you know what? Yeah, I want your mom. And it got through that. And then I was heated because it's like, okay, I'm not gonna let you talk. And now you're saying you want my mom. Then I peeped that in, whatever. So after everything was said and done, I asked my mom to block him. My mom was like, why? She was like, why? So I kept asking her over and over, did she block him? Because she had did send me a screenshot of him being blocked. I did not believe it in my heart and soul. I could not believe it. And not only that, he even when I had called him on the phone, I was like, "Yeah, you're blocked. Blah blah blah. Mama don't want you." He was like blocked. That's how I read you right then and there. Not only that, he went and told my mom everything that I said to him. And my mom called my phone up and she was like, "Why did you tell him that you was in the room?" So I was like, "So he wasn't blocked." And my mom was like, "You know what?" She was like, "I'm sorry, but he don't want you. He wants me." That's why she put that.
Wow, wow, wow. Shout out to Storytime with Lauren for that story because that was crazy. So, yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of things that go on and it's very disgusting. And, yeah, this has been another episode of Miss B Reacts. And, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you feel like subscribe and make sure that you do. But please definitely make sure you like this video before you leave out of this video. And I'll be back with another reaction at a later date.